Hey y'all, I have got so many fun things to share with you. So much was done today. But first, let's just take a minute and look at this lovely red trash can that is reminding you to tap the like button. All right, let's go. I started a bunch of zinnia seeds today. So I did them individually instead of in pots in these little pop out. These are those little pop out. I love these things. And that way I can plug them into pots that are already sitting down in my garden when a space opens up. So I'm super excited about that. I also started some more Mexican sunflowers. Then I did some work in the wetland garden. Look at my Orangeo integrifolium. It's blooming. It is gorgeous. I've seen butterflies landing on it. But this was full of the narrow-leaf sunflower. And I moved these pots up with the lantana that's not invasive. And I dug out a bunch of those narrow-leaf sunflowers. So on this side of my wetland garden, it was completely full of the narrow-leaf sunflower, and I dug them all out. And I had a bunch of potted swamp milkweed, Asclepias incarnata. So I went ahead and planted them in this spot, and it's perfect for them because they love a wetland area. And it's getting ready to bloom. Oh my gosh, do you see that little baby caterpillar right in there? How adorable is that? It's eating the blooms. Oh, milkweed bug. Don't eat the blooms. Get off the baby caterpillar. Get off the caterpillar. Get off the caterpillar. There, sir. You're allowed here, but leave the caterpillar alone. Is that not the cutest? Okay, so we did that. I love it because this was a wasteland to me. The more I thought about it, I was like, there's nothing here for butterflies, but now there is. Now there is. Here comes my cat. I have something else to tell y'all that's not fun news, but I'll tell you later. Let me just, I needed to work in my garden all day today, and there's a reason why. This cactus flowered zinnia is absolutely gorgeous. And I want to grow more of them. I love the cactus flowered. Those are the ones with the, see how the petals are all squiggly kind of? Isn't that fabulous? Oh my goodness, you guys, I just went to take some close-up pictures of the little caterpillar. There were two, which I'll probably see that you saw when I edit this, but I love it. I have got some red pentas that are going to be going to the nectary possibly this week. I got a bunch more started today. There's lots of little butterflies fluttering around. There's a long-tailed skipper. Oh, right there. And speaking of them, let me show you something else I did. This pot has a wild lime in it. And I had all these potted butterfly peas. So I thought, well, you know what? I'll put a butterfly pea in here and let it grow up the wild lime. And it's working. And as you can see by the little folded leaves, there are caterpillars on it. So fabulous, fabulous for the butterfly garden. And then while we're here, remember when I thought these were the lemony, limey queen? They're not. I pulled out the wrong tag from the wrong pot. This is the Queenie Lemon Peach. I pulled the right tag this time, and that looks more like it. So you can see they're really tall, and they're all like leaning over. This happens all the time with me and zinnias, but they're so pretty. Look at the center of that one. I can't wait till they open up more. So then these were, well, it says Cinderella Red. Well, orange has red in it, so I don't know. They're still pretty, and butterflies do land on them a lot. And then this is a big pot that has a swamp milkweed in it, and look, there's two Well, guys, there's one. And there's another one. So I feel like the switch has been turned on. Like now I am having butterflies everywhere all the time like I've used to. But it's like mid to end of July that it finally happened. It's kind of makes me wonder. And I'm also hearing from a lot of you guys the same sort of thing, that you're starting to see more butterflies and more variety of them too. So I am loving it. And even more, I'm thrilled that I'm not getting ready to go back to work so I can stay home and enjoy them. I can't get over it. It's good. The cutleaf cone flowers are blooming. There's more tall zinnias coming up that have buds on them. Look at all these buds on the cutleaf coneflower. And butterflies have been landing on them, so butterflies do love them. And then I've got a couple of gorgeous zinnias here, and a little dragonfly friend there, and there's another zinnia, and there's another zinnia, and there's a whole bunch coming up here. This one, look how pretty this one is. You know, sometimes they're prettier before they open all the way. I mean, look at that. There's lots of pollinators out and about. And I have been out here all day, and the mosquitoes that came with the initial onset of regular rains has finally been controlled by the dragonflies, thank goodness, because it's so tolerable. I can be here all day. I can be out here all day and not have mosquitoes, which I love. Look at my pipevine. I'll show you at the end how everybody's doing. My guys are all huge, and I don't have any more babies, but I'm guessing that'll give my Woolly Dutchman's pipevine time to grow back and be ready for when the butterflies eclose and lay some more eggs. Look at those two little Gulf fritillaries over there. So back in the back corner of my work area, I have a candlestick cassia, and it's not native, but it was given to me by a friend who is near and dear to my heart. He's also a social media person. And anyway, I was out here earlier, and there's a huge sulfur caterpillar on it. Let me see if I can find him. I took a picture of him. If I can't find him, I'll show it to you, because he was huge enough that he may have gone off to pupate already. Okay, I don't see him. He was huge though. And I imagine he's gone somewhere to pupate. So I'll put the pictures I took in though. But it was so surprising, because I haven't seen any of those caterpillars in quite some time. I moved my orange torch ginger plants back behind our two garden chairs, because where they were getting a lot of sun, and they seem so much happier here. They're so pretty. I love them. And then here are my sassafras trees in pots that still do not have any spice bush swallowtail eggs on them. And I'm still waiting, guys. Let's go. And if you remember when we put this area in, it has completely grown in and grown up. My papaya tree that was broken in the storm is putting out new growth, and everything is happy back here. And somebody ate all of this balloon milkweed, which I'm not going to grow anymore. I have so many things to tell you. I'll talk about why in my next video, because that's going to be a long story. And you can see the swamp milkweed here is all being seriously munched too. So the monarchs are back. I've seen eggs, I've seen females laying eggs. I've had regular males flying around again in the garden, doing their whole on patrol and doing the swirly swirl flight in the air. There's one right there. And I'm just thrilled. I just feel like for some reason everything was delayed this year, but we are in action and I'm loving it. So let me tell you about this cart here. On Thursday, I had to take my sweet Coco to the vet, and let's just say she is no longer with us. It was time. She couldn't stand on her own. She couldn't do all the dog things that dogs normally do. It was time, and she was suffering. She was in pain, and anyway, it was time. And it was really hard. And of course, I do those things for the family, and I'm with them. Like, I want to be with them. I'm down with them in their face, so that I'm the last thing because I've done this a lot of times with other animals. That's why I keep saying they. I was in her sweet face the whole time, and she was just a joy. And so I got myself together and I was okay. Then I called my son and told him, and then we all started being emotional again. And then I had to tell my daughters, and then we all started being emotional again. So I was really sad Thursday night and Friday, but today I've just had all this energy. So I've just been out here doing all kinds of projects in my garden. And I wanted to do something to remember her in my garden. Then it dawned on me that there is a native Florida plant called the cocoa plum. So I messaged Catherine and asked her if she had any, and she did. And I knew if I went there, like, I would never come home. I would be talking to Catherine forever. And I just had a lot of things I wanted to do today. So I asked my husband if he could run by and pick up a cocoa plum, and he did. So now I have a cocoa plum to always remind us of my sweet cocoa. I'm not sure where I'm going to plant it yet. I have to do some research and see like how big it gets and what kind of light it gets, but I will find a space for it. And while my husband was there, he called me, and they had a bunch of pipe vine, like Woolly Dutchman's pipe vine, because my chubby munchers, who we're going to go see in a little bit, they have eaten everything. I've been coming out taking cuttings of everything, and it was like perfect timing. I said, yeah, go ahead and grab some. So, and he got me a butterfly weed, which I've put in before. This is so funny. I'm sorry, this is getting to be long, but it's okay because it's us and we're used to that. Here, let me turn. Okay, I'll stand over here where you can have a little bit different view of the garden. So what were we talking about? Oh, butterfly weed. So Catherine has been trying different ones because there's actual ecotype that's Florida for butterfly weed. So it is better to have the ecotype, the Florida ecotype. And so I've bought them. I've purchased them in the past and planted them, and they're fine, they're alive, but then when they go dormant, they don't come back. And she said, the hers came back. I'm like, why didn't mine come back? Well, one did. I'll show you in a minute. So I told my husband, go ahead, grab another one, and we'll give it a try again. So I'm going to show you the plants. I'm going to show you the one that came back. Then we're going to check on those cute little adorable caterpillars. Okay, so this is my Sweet Coco's Cocoa Plum. And I don't know why I don't have one of these, because it's a common native, I guess. I don't even know if it's a host. I'm going to find all that out. And then look at these pipe vines. Aren't they nice? They got little trellises. So he got me 3 of those. And oh, he got me a pawpaw too. He picked up a few plants for himself that he's going to put out front. I'll have to tell you something else. Oh my gosh, I've got so much to tell you. Here is my butterfly weed. And see, I can't leave this in a pot. I mean, I guess I could try a deep pot, because they like to put down a really long tuber to have access to water. So they really do best in the ground. But look how pretty the flowers are. And then they had a little pawpaw that I don't have. Let me see what is. He said it was called a flag pawpaw. Flag. Asamina obovata. I thought I have one of those. I don't know. But now I have another pawpaw. Do you think this is going to be the one that brings in the zebra swallowtails? We'll see. I also ordered online a pawpaw reticulata. A year or so ago, we went hiking at Tiger Creek Preserve, and there were zebra swallowtails like all over the place there. I was like, what are they on? And it was pawpaw reticulata, and they were all over it, and I couldn't find it. So I was randomly searching for some more pipe vines, some native pipe vine at the site, and it popped up a pawpaw reticulata, and they have one. And I have it. So I'll show you that too. All right, here we are in my wildflower garden. And I've got some asters blooming. I'll show you. We'll look at those in the next video. Oh my gosh, one of my liatris is blooming too. We'll look at that in the next video. Okay, look right here. That is a butterfly weed. And it's just like, that's all. That's all there is. Right there. That's one of the ones I bought last year, and it did come back. So I don't know, but we're going to try again. This is my netted pawpaw, which is Asamina reticulata. And look how little it is. Look at how it's potted. That's an interesting pot. I've had this for a couple of weeks now, and I'm afraid to plant it because I don't want it to die. Because who knows when I'll be able to find another one or get another one. So anyway, I am going to get brave and pot it. But for now, it is this. And this is the host to the zebra swallowtail. Okay, now it's time for some adorableness. And there's a lot. And it's really, really, really a lot of adorableness. Okay, I'll be right back. This is a chubby little spanworm moth on my snow on the mountain that I have. I'm raising these guys on cuttings in my garden room. And so far, I haven't had any butterflies or moths. They're a diurnal moth, which means, look at that little one. Do you see that little one? He's so cute. Where are you going, sir? I haven't had any of the moths eclose. They are diurnal, so they fly during the day, and they're just the sweetest things. They've been fluttering all over my garden. Look at them go. So this is the first caterpillar. That's adorable, especially the little guy. Oh. Then I have a few baby giant swallowtail caterpillars on some wild lime cuttings. I have them in their own little enclosure because they were eggs still, and I didn't want the big guys to just munch through the leaves and eat the eggs. And as soon as all the rest of my big guys, which you'll see in a minute, go and pupate, then I'll move these guys into the big lepidarium. There's a tiny baby one right there. Next are these big chunkamunkers. I love them. I love them. I love them. Y'all know I love them. Hopefully you see all my pictures I post in the community tab on my channel here. Look at this guy down here. He's given us his osmenterium. Sir, you're fine. Nobody's going to take your food from you. Yeah, there you go. Back to eating. And you can see, I'm going to pull away, why we need more pipe vine. They're still eating these guys. Look at his little face. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go get them some more cuttings, but I'll do that after I'm done showing you everybody else. Okay, now these are my Eastern Black Swallowtail babies, and they're on a combo, they're on a combo platter of zinnia and sweet fennel, and there is some parsley. I have 4 floral tubes full of these combo buffets, and they all have caterpillars on them. And there was a female laying eggs, so I have even more. Aren't they cute though? I love how they're like at different stages. Look at him, he's gonna go pupate soon. And this guy here is one of my big giant swallowtail caterpillars on wild lime cuttings. He's the only one on this tube. I have another one. I think there's 2 maybe on that one. And then I have the babies. So I'm gonna need to find some more eggs. Just hanging out. They are so chill, these guys. Oh my goodness, I love them. And last, I have some zebra longwing caterpillars. Now I wasn't planning on raising any of them, but I happened to be trimming and cutting back some maypop, and I realized there were a bunch of eggs on it, so I went ahead and brought the stem in. So it looks like there's 3 here. There could be more. I think there's just 3. They're so sweet. And if you all are thinking about pupating somewhere, apparently this is a good spot. This is where to go. This is the pupating hangout. Although the other corner is becoming pretty popular as well. All right, that was everybody for today. I'm excited to go exploring and look for more eggs. I really haven't done that in a few days. I have so many more things to tell you, which will be coming in future videos. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss them. I did a webinar that was done by the Florida Wildflower Foundation. I didn't do the webinar, I participated in the webinar. And Jarrett Daniels from University of Florida, who's like head of entomology and all things butterflies there, spoke about the Florida population of monarchs and OE. It was just about us. It was so good to hear somebody focus on us. And I'll tell you a few things that I learned from that and a few changes I'm going to be making. And oh my gosh, y'all, I found the coolest way to plant some of my vines that I have in pots. I've got a bunch of, what's it called? Swallowwort? Swallowwort. The swallowwort vine that's in the milkweed family, and the white twine vine. And I thought of the coolest way to plant it. And not only that, I'm gonna do the same with the pipe vine. It's gonna be so awesome. So I'll show you that too in a future video. So subscribe And let's just go do a walkthrough and see who's flying in my garden. There's some little pollinators flying on my tea bush. That thing is always covered with little flying things. Wildflower garden, orange cone flowers, getting ready to bloom. I think that's a wavy leaf aster or a Simmons aster back there blooming. Of course, the starry rosinweed's still going strong, love it. Oh, I didn't even show you all this that I did. Okay, well, all these little pots we'll talk about in a future video. Okay, over here there are some roosting zebra longwings. They just like to hang out and rest their wings. I love coming through here now knowing that I am surrounded by swamp milkweed, which is a Florida native milkweed. It's on this side. And now it's also on this side. And some of them have bloomed and some of them are getting ready to bloom. So I'm hoping I'm going to get a lot of seeds. There's an egg right there. You know what's cool about my milkweed is how it's all open down low. And what I notice is the females, they like to fly low, kind of stay out of sight of the males, and they'll go down low and lay eggs like down on the lower leaves too. Or they'll come up to the top, lay an egg, and then they'll dive back down to the bottom. It's kind of like they're being sneaky because they're smart little girls. There's my cart of new plants. There's a red trash can. Tap the like button if you haven't already. We still got to practice that because like my videos will have like, I don't know, 300-400 views and 60 likes. So we got to get that percentage up. Look, there's a Gulf fritillary resting on my cocoa plum. And look at that Maypop mansion. Whoo, it is like completely covered. That's what I hoped it would be like. That is something. Oh, there's a monarch over there resting on it. You see her? I say her, I think it's a her. Oh my gosh, never mind. Now, upon closer observation, she's very, very busy right now with a male. So we're gonna have some more little monarch eggs coming. Oh, and I've been posting pictures every day of this little group of their egg clusters. Well, I don't know if it was every day, but I posted them a lot in the community tab, and look at them now. Look at them all. These are zebra longwings, and I've left them alone because they're just hanging here. Like they're totally draped. The lizard is not, unless it's like a baby, but I haven't seen anybody coming after them. So they're so cute here. More zebra longwings coming soon. Butterflies, that is. Not a whole lot of action going on right now, but it has been a busy day. So we're gonna wrap this up, and I'm gonna try and get this video up for you guys tonight. Tap the like button, tap the like button, tap the like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Of course now, well, Lots of people just came in. Let me get, all right, we're not going yet. There's a spice bush swallowtail over there on the red pentas. Let's go see it. Okay, there it is. How gorgeous. Spice bush swallowtail. Of course, I think it's a male, so I'm not going to get the eggs I want. Somebody tell me it's a female. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.